turn some lights on. As you see here, the pretty little 1600 with chrome everywhere. Okay, let's fire up. She's cold. Oh, got to do the traditional. Oh no, it's all hot. Oh no, it's cold. I haven't fired it up yet today. Let's fire her up. Okay. Sorry if you guys get sick from me moving around. There you go. It's turned on now. What's the temperature? 80 degrees. Is it? I mean, it's warm, but is it 80? Holy crap. I don't think it's 80. I'd say probably 75-ish. All right. Let's talk about the numbers. All right, this is what it did, basically. So here's your RPMs. I only took it to 4,000. There's no reason for a 1,600 stock to go above that. Torque, horsepower, this mathematical number, in order to find this out, basically. It's really hard to pull on this guy down low. Torque should continuously go up, but it will fall off at some point. I think it would pull still a little bit more down here. And the reason for that, people were asking, well, why is it so hard to pull? It's a dyno. Why can't you do it? For those of you who don't know, I have a really big dyno. So that thing's for like 800 foot-pounds of torque it'll measure. So when you put something on it that measures 70, it loads it very easily. And I've turned the little bleed valve as far as pretty much I can go. I probably could adjust it more on this motor versus the motors I've done in the past, but that gives you an idea. But back to the numbers again. Okay, so horsepower goes up typically, and then torque typically is going down when they crisscross at 52, but we don't get there. So they're both going to be coming up, basically, in this case. As you turn more RPM, you generate more horsepower. Torque load, I would say on this thing is probably going to be between here and here. It's going to be at a peak, even though it shows it here and here, but I think it's somewhere right here. I just think it's just hard for me to load that thing down there and keep get a good steady. I mean, every time I come to try to slow it down, I end up bringing it to a halt. It's so hard to do it. So the motor literally starts like it's going to kill it and turn it off. But it's like letting your clutch out in fourth gear, you know. Okay. I'm happy. Oh, the top number. So top horsepower, 4,000. Top torque at 3,000. And people that were guessing like 70, 80 horsepower, it's a stock 1,600. They don't make that much power. If somebody tells you they do, don't buy beachfront property from them. This is average. I seem to see this. The lowest horsepower I've ever seen was 29 horse at 3,500 from a 1,600. Yes, 29 horsepower. That was awesome. It was like 30-something foot-pounds of torque or something, 40 foot-pounds of torque, the thing. And it was so hard to load. I just kept shutting it off. But, all right, there you go. There's your power. That gives you an idea. This video will probably be on YouTube because on Instagram I can't load a 3.5-minute video, but tell me what you guys want to see. This motor's going to be on here for another day. Then I got to go back to this big bad boy. I got the parts for the carburetors for this. I was waiting on the parts for the shafts for it. Unfortunately, I didn't have them, and somebody had to make them for me. But I got those parts in, so that one's going on next. But on this motor right here, it's still going to be on here for about another day or two. What do you want to see? I'm not going to buzz it any higher. If anybody wants to see that, I mean, sorry, but that's it, $4,000. But is there anything you want to see? Let me know. I've gotten it up to about 190 degrees on the dyno, but that takes like almost 20 minutes, actually. It was like 15 to 20 minutes, but and this is a closer look. I do not like this. I think this is part of the reason why this thing won't turn RPM. God, it's just, if you're to look at how small this is, I mean, my thumb is almost the same size. I do not have a big thumb. It probably looks big if I do it like that, but no. This is like puny. And here, where's the one? You can see it really good here. It's a drop down. Now that looks stock, and then they drop it down. I don't know. It looks like it might be an exhaust leak right there. I see a little darkness there. Yeah, not a fan of it. Okay, up close. The manifold goes down to 1 5/8, so it's straight shot into the end castings or just stock end castings. Crank trigger is your signal input to the computer. Computer is right there. It's not a separate system. Pretty basic, pretty straightforward. That's where I put the O2 sensor. You can see it. I put it right there. And then I just have it loop, and I literally did I don't know if you can see it, like a little grommet style. There you go, bolt on. I don't know what you call that, a Dale clamp, I think that's what those are called. All right, feed, return. This is just here to hand out the spark. It doesn't actually do anything. In fact, there's a wire back there. As you can see, it's not plugged in. This does nothing but hand out the spark after it receives it from the coil. It just hands it out to each cylinder. This is your signal giver, so such a popular question. Okay. Well, leave your comments of what do you think I should do with this thing? What do you, if I should do any testing with it or anything. I've been doing data logging pulls where I record the pull and then go back and make changes to the field table so that the AFR trim, if it'll come back on, the AFR trim here, basically you keep getting this closer and closer and closer while you're looking at the log, basically. And by doing so, the computer's just not working hard. Okay, I'm going to go. Everybody have fun. Bye.